My name's Bianca Ambrosio, and I am a Team Flow graduate. I came to Team Flow from 2010 to 2014. So I came to know the Lord between my 8th and ninth grade year. I had a friend of mine, and her mom would always invite me to a youth group. And I didn't necessarily grow up in the church. I had kind of a lot of church hurt and just like anger. And but this person was super special in my life, and she was so persistent in inviting me and always making me feel included. And eventually I said yes. And I remember going to, it was actually a different church. It was called Rock Fellowship. And the Lord absolutely encountered me there. And I had never felt so loved in my life before. So I had met another person that had been visiting there, and they had invited me to Team Flow. And Team Flow was having a camp. It was called Camp King David. It was in the summertime. And I had attended, and I met so many of my friends that I still love and cherish to this very day. So we ended up serving in Team Flow and just learning about servant leadership and what it looks like to love God and love people really well. And I saw that displayed in numerous folds just with the mentors that were here that were pouring into us, not just Tuesdays and Thursdays, but every day throughout the week. We had one of our worship leaders. His name was Brett Stroman, and he would pick us up from school for lunch on certain days, and he would take us to lunch. And there's just some of my favorite memories in high school were made because of Team Flow. And it taught me how to love people well, and just see them through the eyes of the Lord, and see people with value and dignity in any season of life that they're in, and watch them grow just with the community that they were in. I feel so blessed that I had the community of Team Flow, because I know so many people don't ever experience that level of connection, and I think it's what most people are seeking is connection with the Lord and connection with people. We are designed not just to be vertical but horizontal, right? So we're designed to have community with the Father, but also community with one another. So after graduating high school, I went on to Texas A&M, where I got involved with another ministry. It was called Breakaway, and it was an on-campus volunteer ministry. And I know that Team Flow completely equipped me and prepared me to do this. And I can see every season of my life and how Team Flow has influenced it. And I'm so grateful just for the people that took the time to pour into us and sacrifice for us so that we knew how to love others well as well. But yeah, so I volunteered for Breakaway and fell in love with serving and using my gifts to honor the Lord. And so after that, I ended up going into teaching for 7 years, and I was teaching art. I'm an artist, and that's part of a little bit of my testimony is growing up, I thought I was always going to be a lawyer. And I remember when I came to know the Lord, I had an epiphany that I was called to be creative and to be a creator that honored and reflected our Creator. And so I fought with it for years and years of like, you can't make money with art, you can't survive. But let me tell you, when the Lord calls you to do something, He'll provide every single time. And that has led me to, I taught art for 7 years, but this last year I launched my business full time, and now I'm a full-time muralist. And I have not promoted or marketed my work at all. It has been the Lord opening doors of opportunity for me. And so just when we say yes, He is faithful to provide and answer and do things far above our own plans and ideas of what we think our life is going to be. But even in this, I see this season of life, I see how Team Flow has influenced even just my creative process. And just that, like, I don't know, the people that I meet, even in art and in painting murals and things, it is so much of a mission field for me. And I know that I wouldn't be able to speak life into businesses and business owners and just share the gospel with people as freely as I do now if it weren't for Team Flow and its roots that it created in me in Christ. Team Flow was more than just attending on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It was about building a community that you did life with every single day. And I can genuinely say that each of those friends that I made here, it was more than a friendship, it was family. Like, we did life in and out, day in and day out together. And I remember just friends meeting up at others' houses and stuff, and we'd be like, hey, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, we're at Alyssa's house. And all of a sudden, everybody's showing up at Alyssa's house. And man, like, even just the hospitality and the welcoming that her family like showed each and every one of us. I learned so much just from the community of Team Flow, and that it's not just showing up to service, right? It's about doing life with one another and going through life in the highs and the lows and celebrating with each other and grieving with each other in each of those seasons. And forming lifelong friendships that one day we'll get to spend eternity in the kingdom worshiping Jesus with, and there's nothing better than that in this life.